God damn. Will Smith smacked the ish out of that man. Damn, Chris Rock, my homie. I hate it had to be him. YouTube. Good morning, good morning. It's a good morning. And if it's your first time rocking with the boy, I be the KINGSPR 3. That be me, King Spree. And you locked on one of the realest to me. Reporting live from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. The weather's starting to creep up. They say it's 69 degrees outside. A bunch of clouds in the sky, but still praise to the Most High. And as always, baby, I need you to keep a lookout. Keep an eye out for that mixtape coming soon. I promise you gonna love it. Will Smith. What is a will is a way. What is a will? Get out the way, huh? Before we get into Will Smith, please do me a favor, like the video. It is so important y'all like that video for me, all my supporters, I don't have no fans, obviously. Y'all people just help me out. But I like that y'all tuned in. Please like the video, subscribe to the royal family, join the kingdom, and leave some comments below. In the comment section, I want y'all to leave, do y'all think Will was cool? Was that right? Or was Will wrong for that? I ain't gonna lie, Chris Rock took it like a G. So, I'm watching the, come on, you know I'm not watching the goddamn Oscars, but, you know, you see the highlights, and I'm seeing it not in real time, but maybe like 2 minutes after it really happened, I see the video of Will walking up and smacking Chris Rock. And I believe it was before he got his award for King Richard. So, when I first saw it, I'm like, well, one, he hit him kind of hard, right? That's off the rip. And then two, I'm like, is this staged? Like, is this something like staged? No, it didn't look staged, because then Chris Rock says, it was a joke about G.I. Jane, and then of course Will's like, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. So it seemed pretty real. Then again, they're all actors, so you never know. But either way, it got me thinking, that smack had nothing to do with Chris Rock, man. That smack had more to do with, he's tired of being disrespected. He's tired of the disrespect. That smack was for Stephen Curry. That smack was for John Legend. That smack was for Russell bitch-ass Wilson. That smack was for all the anti-futures. That smack was for Simps Worldwide. That smack was a smack in the face of any manifestation of manly actions. That smack had more to do with just Chris Rock. That smack was a stance. We not gonna take it no more. We're gonna be the feminine energy in our relationships, and you're not gonna judge us for it. That's what that smack was about. Now, all jokes aside, he's probably tired of being disrespected, right? And so then you start asking yourself, at a certain point in time, you got to stand up for yourself as a man, regardless. That's not the time to do it. Will is 100% wrong. You got to control your emotions better. The joke was about G.I. Jane. Now, I did hear that apparently Janet has an illness that is causing her to have to shave her head. And though we have to be sympathetic to certain situations because we don't know the whole story, but a lot of celebrities, when they make a radical change, they say that they had an illness that prompted them to do so. I don't know. I'm not saying she doesn't. God bless her, and prayers up to her for her if that is the case. It's not my business, but that might have been the trigger point. That Will was like, nah, you're not gonna be doing that to my wife and me. So maybe that was that. But I really do feel like the smack had more to do with just a respect thing. I feel like he has been disrespected in the media for a long time. He's been seen as like the sucker for a long time. Even though in the grand scheme of things, he's a great man. As far as how the media portrays him, as far as his accomplishments, how he carries himself, he's a great man. But the problem with being a great man is you got to be a great man all the time. And when a scandal happens, when something happens that's like not in your favor, they're going to look at you with the crooked eye and be like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Because people are looking for a downfall from you no matter what, right? You could be the captain of the football team, prom king, and you get caught in the locker room, I don't know, smoking weed. That's going to be the only thing they think about. they're looking for a reason to, like when Drake got the ghostwriting claims, or if LeBron doesn't win 6 rings, or Stephen Curry not winning Finals MVP. These are things that when somebody's doing greatness for a long time, the critics and the people that are against them, they have to look at another. They have to be like, all right, well, what about this? What about this? Because they can't say outright that you were the man or the woman. They got to say, what about this? What about this? So a very successful businesswoman, they'll probably say, yeah, but she doesn't have a husband, or yeah, she doesn't have a family. So these are things that they look to do. They got to find a chink in your armor. Back to Will and his situation. Will's chink in his armor is the whole August entanglement, disrespect on the red table type of thing. Like that's the chink in his armor. It let everybody know that, one, they probably have an open marriage, which is no problem. It's not our business. But I think the reason why it's a big deal because it made it seem like Jada was like punking him. It makes it seem like Jada wanted Tupac instead, and wanted a man's man instead, and Will can never, and has never fit that mold for her. And it also makes it seem like Will's been chasing Tupac's ghost for the past 20-something years or 30 years, rest in peace of Tupac, without being able to successfully, catch it in Jada's eyes. And it got me thinking, as a man, when do you say enough's enough? As a man, when do you draw the line and say, no, we're not gonna tolerate disrespect? I think you have to do it from the jump. You got to do it from the jump. The first time somebody says something crazy, you got to nip it in the butt at the jump. Otherwise, they're gonna be more shocked when you finally do it than if you did it in the first time. If you call me, if I'm talking like, look at this fat motherfucker with a lisp, and you say that to me in my face, and I smack the shit out of you, and then somebody else says it, and I smack the shit out of them, and I do it all the time, you're not gonna be surprised when I smack the shit out of you if you say something like that. Matter of fact, you're gonna expect me to smack the shit out of you for saying something like that. Pero, if I let it slide, and I keep letting it slide for months, weeks, years, even, and then finally I jump on your ass and I'm like, yo, who the fuck you talking to? You gonna look at me like, hey, bro, what's up? What's the problem? Why all this animosity towards me? Because I've been letting you talk shit for the longest without putting my goddamn foot down. You hear me? So Will, you're not wrong in wanting to stand up for yourself and demand respect. The timing's just all off, brother. The timing's all off, brother. Chris Rock's a comedian. He made a joke. That's what they do. In my opinion, I don't think that should have warranted that. You got to control your emotions a little better. Now, if I would have heard a story about Will Smith attacks Chris Rock or hits Chris Rock in the backstage, that would have been more like, all right, I kind of get it. Maybe he pulled him to the side, didn't like what he said, and went and smacked him. But to do it, come on, Chris Rock had his hands behind his back. Like, he wasn't going to fight you on this stage, man. I thought that was I didn't think that was a good move. But I could be in the wrong, Who am I? I'm not Will Smith. In a fight, of course, I'm taking Will Smith. Granted, they're both over 50. But in a fight, I'm taking Will Smith. But I think Chris Rock played this cool. I think he didn't press charges. I saw the report. He did not press charges, which he shouldn't. And, I'm sure they'll make up. And it was just a miscommunication of the joke and how Will was taking it. And we don't know what's going on in Will's personal life. He might have something going on that we don't know about. And his wife might be really sick. And maybe that's why it was a trigger for him. But either way, go ahead and trigger that subscribe button and trigger that like button for the boy. Like, comment, subscribe. More content coming on the way. Please watch the video as you're going to work, as you're going to church, as you're going to the gym, as you're going to pregame, whatever you're trying to do. Let it be your morning coffee, you heard me? This has been a message brought to you by the good people over here at Spree ENT. It's going to all make sense real soon.